Hello and welcome to Midweek Gaming, back once again. It's been another great week. There's loads of news has dropped in the gaming world. Well, it's not good news, but it's something to talk about. It is. Welcome. This week we have a guest. He's not been on many podcasts, but unfortunately I didn't manage to bag him for the first one. Flemish managed to get him for the first podcast, but welcome, Meisuko. How are you doing?
Thank you, Stubson. I am doing fantastic, and I am really happy to be joining this great podcast and talking the topics that we have today.
Yeah, no, it'd be fun. I mean, have you been playing many games? I mean, I've been seeing you've been playing Hollow Knight.
Yeah, all the time. It definitely has the hooks on me, so haven't really got anything done. Like I have the PGA golf game that I'm supposed to play also, but just haven't got around to it.
No, that's fair enough. I'm glad to hear you're liking Hollow Knight. It's a good. Yeah, I know VJ's nearly completed it. He really loves Hollow Knight. He does.
Everyone's hooked on that game, isn't they?
But not talking about Hollow Knight, actually today is the 4 years anniversary of the release.
Oh, really? That's really 4 years. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's good then. That is. You say you've not been playing much else, then the Hollow Knight's got the hooks on you then.
Yeah, definitely. I was playing a tiny bit of Forza Horizon because I still haven't got all the seasons, so I could join the community game night.
Hey.
Oh, do you mean you're not level 20?
No.
You have to do all the seasons before you can multiplayer in that game.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
do you? That's
You have to do a run
Works
through of
out
all
around
the
level
seasons.
20.
Yeah, you have to do a run through of all.
I've not done all the seasons, but I'm level 20.
They have a set series of races that you have to do before you can do multiplayer.
I don't know actually. I have to have a look then. I know I'm level 20.
Yeah, it's I know somebody took over a year to figure that out, so I'm trying to help you out.
No, it's good to hear, Meisuko. It's good to finally have you on the show. It is.
Yeah, I'm really happy, and I don't know how much I can provide smart talk about these topics, but let's see how it moves.
Well, Tushi talks all the time. You'll be fine.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
You'll do better than me anyway, so don't worry.
So, welcome, Removal Sanity. How are you? And have you been playing many games? Which some weeks is a stupid question to you because you're a busy man.
Thank you again for having me on. Much appreciated. I have, strangely enough, I haven't played much, but I've managed to get back into Watch Dogs again. So I've been trying to get myself back into that and playing that again. And they've actually updated to, I think, was it today? They dropped a patch, and they also dropped news about the multiplayer. So yeah, it's very interesting at the moment. So apart from that, I've then been playing a particular mobile game, which I won't mention.
No, excellent review you made recently.
Oh,
yes,
nice thank you.
That was a very nice, well put together review. I'm actually tempted to buy it, but your recommendation was to wait till it's on sale on Xbox anyway. It was.
Well, it's on mobile, so you can play it on mobile, but it is on Xbox as well. And for me, it's when I think he's a sole developer. The game is fun to play. I enjoyed it. I've gone through the entire thing. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I just think it was a little bit overpriced. And that is just my personal opinion. Again, others may actually play the game and go, actually, no, it's a perfectly reasonable price. But again, that's just my opinion. But I know there are some people are strapped for cash out there. So if they are desperate to play it, again, it is on mobile and, for a little bit of a lower price. So some people might want to try and go down that path. I'm just giving people options.
Well, that's the best way to do reviews. It shows that you're giving people options. If they want to play a cheaper way, they can. But no, it's a very good review. It is. Once you listen to the review, I watched it. It's very good. But he's got a very relaxing voice. So if you're a little bit tired, then just turn his video on, and
You know-
he will send you to sleep because he's got a very relaxing voice. He has.
Indy keeps saying this. I don't know how to take that. I don't know. It sounds like you're saying I'm boring.
You're not.
To me, it doesn't sound relaxing at all. It's
Oh,
No.
but no. Again, I appreciate anyone who ever watches my videos or reads my articles. I'm just always appreciative, regardless.
You have this very silky smooth voice when you are doing the reviews.
There you go. It's getting better.
that's the same
Yeah,
voice. That's the same voice he uses on his OnlyFans, people. So yeah.
it is true. Yeah, I tried to be a little bit more concise with my terminology and wording on a review. Don't go up or down too much. I'm not excitable on a review. I leave that for the podcasts.
That's fair enough. Yeah, thanks for coming back on. It's always a pleasure to have you back on.
Again, thank you.
Welcome, Cerebral Paul. How are you doing? Have you been playing much games? I mean,
That's
I
a
know
loaded question. Okay.
I know you've not had a lot of luck recently.
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
I have been playing games. I only lost power for a day, but I haven't had a running water for a week. You have not
not
lived till you have
Dear
had a
God.
flush the toilet for a week. Yeah, I was on. I was in somebody's chat earlier, and he goes, "Oh, that stinks." I said, "Yes, it does." And-
Don't eat
other
like
than
a
that, let's see. Project Winter. I completed the main storyline of Control finally.
Nice. Did you like that game then? Was it any good?
Yeah, I really enjoyed Control. I really did. I like Control because it's got settings that you can make it one shot. You can make it as easy as you need it to be to complete the game, and it doesn't penalize you for that, which is very,
that's good.
very nice.
That's good to hear. That
And it doesn't say, well, since you did this, we're not going to give you these achievements. No, give me my damn achievements. I still ran the game. I just ran it easy.
Well, easy for other people, not for you.
Well, no. One shot kills are even easy for me. Okay, no matter how big, the big bad was. If I landed a bullet, it blew up. Okay.
I'm trying to pick you up here. Shush! I'm trying to.
But no, I really enjoyed the game. The story was really interesting, and not to give anything away, but when you think it's over, it's not. So, and it has an interesting way of showing you that as well.
Fair enough.
Also, like I said, Project Winter, I got it working on PC finally. It was that stupid thing when I had to update for the Flight Simulator, the or not Flight Simulator, the Squadrons. They have this this games file that goes on your PC that the system doesn't tell you when it needs to be updated. The games just stop working.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, so you have to go into the
Oh.
store and tell it to update it. Yeah.
Ugh.
That's a bit stupid. That is also movable. Gamer gave you another bit of advice there with your voice. Makes your hair stand up on your neck.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't know how to respond to that.
All this
I don't
praise
know.
you're getting for your voice on your videos.
Honestly, I'm not very. I go a bit shy when it comes to praise. I do apologise.
But no, you been up to much else, Paul?
No, not really. Just trying not to go to the bathroom that often.
No, I can imagine. Oh,
Hopefully, we're gonna have water back soon. I think they're working on it right now. So.
hopefully that's the case. Welcome, Mr. Tushi. How are you doing, and have you been playing many games?
Hello. I've been playing a few games. Not much though. I've been playing the Division 2. I've been really enjoying that with a group of lads. And
Oh, that's right. That's another one that I played, and I played one time with Tushi and Mav. Mav is our version of Leroy Jenkins. Okay, if you're with Mav, just be ready to be swarmed all the time.
yeah, I'm really enjoying it. There's one thing that surprised me actually. When I was on the Division 2 with because I've been doing it with Animated Evil and Lee and who else?
I don't know, but you guys never invited me back, so
Well,
Oh.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think that's fair. Really.
Yeah.
No, that's not very nice, is it?
We've been playing with Darth Praxis as well, and
Yeah.
anyway, we was in DC, doing the normal missions. We thought, we'll jump on me and Lee decided to jump on the New York, the Warlords DLC, New York DLC. When you jump on there, what we realised when Animated Evil came on later, we was going to jump back to DC, but you can't jump back. You have to complete the
New
DLC
York.
before you can get back to the campaign.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's why I said earlier I need you guys to help me finish the last boss in New York so I can use that character in DC.
Yeah, so like I'm kind of stuck in DC, in New York at the moment. I've still got 3 more missions to do before
I can help you
finish
do that if you want to do that later.
Deal.
Yeah, no, it's good to. I mean, yeah, it's good to hear people are jumping back into Division 2 because it died. The game came out and there was all this big hype in it, and everyone completed it or maxed out the levels. And people stopped playing it, and then the new DLC came out, and then everyone completed the DLC, and it died again. And now this new FPS boost, is it the FPS boost or no, next gen patch came out, and everyone's on it again. They are even more people than last time. And then announced a new patch. So now it's a hard one for me because if I'm playing, it's one of them games that you keep playing. You can't jump in and out because I've got the kids. And each stage I might have to go. You see, that's the problem. That's the problem I have with the Division. It's when I bought it for £70 when it first came out. And I got it for a birthday present. It was a waste of money. But if I could dedicate the time and not be interrupted, it gave me anxiety. Would I be interrupted? So I never went back to it. But I do own it, so hopefully I might jump on it at some point. But it's the time you can't jump in and out. You see, I struggle to play games like that. You see, it looks very good. Don't get me wrong.
No, I have a question for you. Why can't you jump? Because you can solo the majority of the Division. You really can.
You can. I kept dying. That's the problem. Yeah.
There is a way to do it though, Stubbs. It is pretty hard though. You have to kill the other person.
Yeah. You have to shoot back. Okay, that's just that's not rule.
There is no Nasher. That's just the problem, Tushi. You sort it out, would you?
We'll sort you one out. Anyway, apart from the Division, I haven't been playing much else really. I've been on bloody House Flipper today because Caitlin was Mav's wife was streaming it today, and I've noticed that there's a new house on there, but I've never seen. So I end up jumping on to see what's happened, what's been updated. But it's just one new house. But
fair enough.
That's about it, really.
Okay. Yes. No. Ben Dude in the chat. Shout out to you, Ben Dude. Yeah. I played it a long time ago. I did play it with Ben Dude, and apparently he's not been back to it either. So I'll do a few shout outs. Shout out, thanks for stopping by, Telegonic, Indie Gamer, Dragon Wolf, Tallman 55, Goat Force Gaming, good to see you. Who else we got up here? Hello Muppet, how you doing?
Yeah, I was watching Goat Force earlier. If you're not already have Goat Force on follow, go ahead and give him a follow. He's a fun streamer.
He's a good streamer. I'm trying to find it of a welcome Cerebral Paul.
Oh, thank you. Yes, absolutely.
Gotcha. Tushi Gaming.
Hello.
Wubba Fat, how you doing?
Another name for you to torture. There you go.
It's gone quiet.
He's gone.
Yep.
Well, he's muted.
Yeah. It's Meisuko.
Stubbs,
It's Meisuko.
What did I do?
No. I figure he muted himself to try to figure out how to say your name. Yeah, because every week.
Imagine repeating it while he's muted.
clearly, he's either quickly spotted a sandwich in the corner, so he's quickly nipping off to get that sandwich, or there may be some technical issues.
Or he had to go take a poo.
Well, yeah, he has got running water, so
Well, when you're gonna go, you gotta go.
So
when I gotta go, I got a front yard, so we're
exactly. Oh God! Just
If
don't
it's
let the
good-
dog eat it.
If it's good enough for the dog, it's good enough for me.
Couldn't you just catapult it over the neighbour's garden or something?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there is a question. You said you haven't got any running water. Did anyone, or did anyone not bring you any bottles of water then?
Yeah,
to,
I have some now, and I have more on the way. So.
Oh right,
That's
because yeah, I must admit that was worrying a little bit when you said you didn't have any water. I was like, Jesus Christ, surely there must be someone.
I went 2 days with no water, so.
Jesus, that's.
Which meant no coffee, which meant I was really grumpy, as you might have noticed in some of my tweets. But
I no, you were cheerful self, regardless. We did not notice iota, did we? Anyone? No. Wink, nudge, nudge.
Sorry about that. What are we talking about?
We're talking about you.
Water. Is he gone again, Stubbs?
Did you move on? Did you move on to any topics then? Or
No, we held off this time for you. I'd like to leave it for you.
Sorry about that. Yes, so it appears that, well, this is a rumour, I don't know if it's true, with Microsoft acquiring ZeniMax Media and Bethesda Softworks, there's going to be an event coming up soon. It was mentioned by Games Beats Jeff Grubb in the latest Game Beats The Size podcast. Xbox is said to be planning to be holding an event, some sort of related Bethesda event in the near future. Grubb said that this will be one of the marquee events that Xbox holds for E3 2021. Once the deal closes, they will talk about it in a big way. So he's not sure what will actually happen, but he knows some kind of event's being talked about. So, and obviously, with this news coming out, most people have talked about how they think the business model will work with Bethesda, because ZeniMax isn't. This is the one thing people don't realise. From what I've read, ZeniMax isn't going, and Bethesda isn't going under the Xbox Game Studios banner. It's being separated. So that's quite important for people to think about, because that doesn't mean that all their games are going exclusive into Xbox.
Well, if I read that correctly, they're just both going under a new banner. ZeniMax and Bethesda are going to basically become non-names at some point.
Oh, okay.
In other words, Microsoft is absorbing them and making a new banner for them to fly under.
Don't think that's what it is, but you can do it if they want.
But we saw the news today that there may be a hitch in networks too. The people that are suing Bethesda are looking to hold off until they can be guaranteed they're going to get the money if they win the class action lawsuit.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've seen that. They were basically asking for an out of court settlement,
right?
Instead,
basically, they want Microsoft to pay up front for a case they haven't won yet. So.
Tell them piss off.
Well, if you let's face it, if you think, why wouldn't you try it?
Yeah, with Microsoft, the number of lawyers that they have, I wouldn't mess with that. You may end up walking away with nothing. You may end up walking away with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You might walk away with potentially them counter-suing you.
Yeah.
I mean, the people suing them probably got no money, but I don't know who's suing them. But
right,
it's not good trying to.
And I'm not even sure what
like
the original. I'm not even sure what the class action had to do with. I know it had to do with Fallout, I believe.
Is this where it's false advertisement?
Yeah.
So the question is going to be along the lines. If I'm thinking about it logically, then there's a law as a class action law, as a Bethesda is particularly being sued, but the moment they become under the umbrella of Microsoft,
do all those.
Does that? I wouldn't say it makes the suing null and void, but does it become a bigger problem for those doing the suing?
I wouldn't think so, because if the case is already being heard or whatever, I would think it would still continue.
I didn't know it had been heard. I thought it was still in the process works. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. That was the case.
I don't know.
But
I don't know enough either. I didn't have time to look all that up.
maybe that's what they're thinking. They're going, look, the moment Microsoft it's under the umbrella of Microsoft, we've got no chance. So let's just say, give us some money and we'll go away.
Yeah. Here's $5 for each customer.
Stop moving that microphone, Tushi.
Sorry.
I know it's you.
It is.
He's got a new toy he's got to play with.
Speak directly into it.
Hello.
It's a bit too close to your junk, mate. Move it up higher.
So when I do the helicopter, I keep tapping the microphone. So that's what removable does, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's all interesting. It is. Have you got any thoughts on this, Meisuko?
Yeah, for me, it is funny that when I'm buying DLC, my expectations are pretty low. Like I have never been like over like getting more than was promised. Like
it's the best way.
Normally with DLC, it's like quite slim pickings always. So I don't know what's exactly the problem with Fallout DLC. They get out the story DLC anyway?
I've never played it actually.
I can
Has
understand
anyone
what
else
you
played
mean,
it?
though. What's that?
Have you played Fallout 76?
Oh yeah, I did. I played it when it first came out. It was crap, and then I played it when they did they introduced the casino royale, the battle royale, and it was. I mean, it was the first one where I saw them use PVE in battle royale. They added, you could NPCs that would still shoot at you as well as the other players, and I thought that was a nice change. So I actually enjoyed that too, a little bit, not enough to stick with it, but I enjoyed it a little bit.
Oh, fair enough.
So
I think Meisuko was asking, did they get the story DLC out? Wasn't it, Meisuko?
not that I saw, and that was the biggest thing when it first launched. Is there was no story, there was nothing. They were just running around and killing stuff.
I think what annoyed people. I don't play it, but apparently they launched some premium model where you had to pay a high price, and someone could come along and nick all your stuff as well.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They had some subscription model, didn't they?
Yep.
It was really expensive about servers, and someone could come and nick everything off you or something. I know that didn't go down too well.
Wouldn't that seem crazy, like £100 a year or £100 a month or something?
That was it. That was something like that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing on it. I bought that game on launch. I think I spent about an hour on it. I've never touched it since.
It's not a surprise.
Remember, it just works.
Yeah. Did you like it, Meisuko, the Fallout 76?
No, I actually haven't played that one. I have only played like from number 1 to 3 and then New Vegas, so I haven't touched number 4 or the 76 version.
Okay. It's not, I've never played it before. I've never played any of them.
Yeah,
I played one Oblivion, and that was it.
Yeah. I know about that. 76 had a lot of this kind of bad publicity, but this lawsuit is about the number 4 game. So that's why I was asking, because I remember that they got the story DLC at least out for that game. People actually liked it.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they did get the 4. They did get story. They did get some DLC for 4. I'm pretty sure they did.
Oh yeah, that's what the lawsuit is partially based on. I'm looking at the article right now.
Is it based on them not? Is it over promising or is it false advertisement?
I'm reading right now, but it does have to do with some of it has to do with the DLC for 4. So.
Okay.
Mm.
We'll have to move forward then.
Welcome, Infinite. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, War Stew. And no, I will not be turning my camera on today. Where I'm sitting, there's pictures of my kids and all that, so I'm not going to put that on.
Oh,
screen.
yeah.
Oh,
I I might be getting a gaming chair soon.
Oh,
I might.
Oh, it might have to
Nice.
something. It has something to do with the idea of a season pass and the fact that they really didn't release much in the way of DLC when people paid big money for the
Ah.
season pass. So yeah,
Oh,
the
so-
broken promises basically.
So effectively, it is false advertisement. Then they said they were going to do a certain thing, and they didn't do it.
Right.
Oh wow, they'll win then.
so speaking of
Well,
DLC and stuff, it's just a quick one. I bought the season pass for Rainbow Six Siege a couple of months ago, and I still don't even know what I got with it. You know,
Yeah.
Doesn't
What you
matter.
got was you got the new operators. You get the new operators.
Is
He
that-
don't
is that
care.
it?
He just buys it. He don't care. Just hand the money over. He thinks he thinks oh, I'm just boosting the industry, so I'll just buy it. There you go. Have my money.
I thought you get like new maps or something, but I couldn't see what it was. It just there was no.
I
update
think the
or
maps
nothing,
are
it just-
free, but it's the actual operators that you get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get the operators that if you get them through the game, it takes you quite a while or money. So yeah,
Yeah.
for that
fair enough.
for that season, you get all the operators they release.
Yep.
And
Got you. Now I know.
Yep.
Doesn't seem worth the 15 or 20 quid I paid for it though.
yeah, it did. Well, when I first got it, they were going into season 3. So when I bought it, I bought the game plus the pass. It came with the pass for season 3. So I was immediately caught up with everybody else.
Yeah, to be honest with you, a single operator, if I remember correctly, was around 8 to 10 hours grinding.
Assuming you could win, yeah. Assuming you got the
Yeah,
prize,
so
yeah.
it wasn't. It was depending on how you view it. It was actually kind of worth it. Those anyway,
Right.
8 to 10 hours. So
And when you're getting 6 operators or whatever it is per season, it's okay. That's worth it. If you play a lot, that's the thing. If you play enough to be invested in the game, like I was for quite a while, then yeah. Why not?
So Stubbs, so when you get this chair, you're gonna model it and do a spin on it, do a full 360 on for us.
No, I'm not.
personally, I'm waiting for the Stubbs, the Stubbs calendar where he's doing provocative proses all over this gaming chair.
That's never gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
What's them gaming chairs called? That make they make like cyberpunk ones and all them cool ones. What they're called?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Real quick, let me throw this out there because I just
What
hit
are
the
them?
part of the part of the article. It's a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit, depending on the damages. So yeah, they're not gonna get multi-billions of dollars out of Microsoft.
No, they're not.
It's not gonna happen.
They probably dig up some dirt on the people.
Yeah.
What you should put in the chat is Secret Labs.
Secret Labs.
Secret Labs,
Might be
yeah.
a Secret Labs chair.
Mm,
They ain't cheap.
nice.
No, they're
Yeah.
not. Well, I've got big sponsorships coming from the shows. It's Stubbs franchise. No, I'm only kidding. But no, but yeah. So we'll move on. We will. What would you like to talk about next?
Anyone?
Well, first let's check. Meisuko, are you awake? Okay.
I am awake.
Okay.
I am awake. I am thinking that because Subs is so passionate about gears, so we could go into gears topic
Am I-
next.
I've got no passion for gears.
That's why you said that. That's why.
Well, all right, and here we go. Right.
Soldier.
So basically, what happened this week was a picture from Gears of War was put up. I wish I'd uploaded the picture now, but a lot of people have seen it, and it was of a hand, and it had some cog tags in it. Now the internet, I'm not saying it, millions of people liked it, but the traction was big on it, and people thought they suggested Phoenix Collection or a Gears of War 2 remaster. So everyone was going, yeah, man, hyping it up, and I was going, no, it's only Operation 6. No, you're wrong. And then it was revealed, and it got like 15, nearly 16,000 likes. And a guy I follow on Twitter called Androx 452. I'm probably saying it wrong, and he pointed it out. He put this: I hope that Gears of War, the Twitter account, listens to this. Its fan base and overall community when it comes to building up hype and releasing new content and OPs, rather than a trailer on the day of release, they need to continue building hype weeks in advance. So he points out that when this picture was revealed, it got over 16,000 likes because no one knew what it was about. So when they actually revealed what it was Gears multiplayer Operation 6, 1,000 likes. So if Gears of War and the Coalition and anyone at Xbox cannot see there is demand for a Gears remaster of Gears 2, 3, and in general the Phoenix Collection, then they're blind. Because the traction that them tweets got, Gears doesn't normally get this kind of traction. They normally get this traction round, a game launch or a lot higher than that. But it was Hoffman. It was his hand. And it was later revealed it's Hoffman. So in general, I mean, it's a bit Operation 6 that's been revealed. It's a bit disappointing, really. All we've got is.
Can you explain what are these operations? Because I don't know what they are.
An operation is like a season, basically. It's a season. Operation is a new season. And what the changes are, there is more changes coming. But at the moment, there's reduced XP requirement, more valued rewards. There's heroic Marcus and a cactus. Heroic Ascent weapon set. And we basically got for the Operation 6, it's not all details have been revealed, but there's 3 new character skins and 1 new map. Now at the moment, that would suggest that Gears of War 5's multiplayer is on the way out. It's on life support. It's not, compared to what they offered in Operation 5, it's not very good. But apparently on Thursday they're revealing more details for the operation. But they should be getting it out because online it's getting slaughtered. People ain't happy.
Yeah.
With what they've revealed. You go from one hyping people up thinking, oh look, Gears 2's coming, to revealing that. It's not very good, But I would love a Phoenix Collection. Everyone knows this though that listens to this show. Mm-hmm. But I think even if you're not into multiplayer, I think that with the reaction from people playing the Division 2 with the enhanced graphics, I think most people might like to go back and play. I know Gears 1's already been remastered, but they could still enhance it even further for the Series X.
And the Gears 1 remaster is beautiful. I mean,
it is. It is. But they could boost. They could probably just use the FPS boost for that one. But right. Gears 2 and 3. And I'm going to say it, Judgment should be included in this collection, even if you don't play multiplayer.
Thank you.
You could, because it needs to really be in there. It's more about, how do you say, there's been a lot of work, because we were talking about FPS boost, and Xbox did a lot of talking about preserving games so future gamers can play it on the new consoles. So that's kind of part and parcel of it. Gears could be releasing something. There's a 15th year anniversary this year for Gears. Now, I don't know whether they're going to drop a trailer for Gears 6, because Gears in general Coalition Studios have said that they are working on multiple projects that are Gears related only. Now, there could be another Gears project. There could be like 2 or 3 games they're working on at once. Now, I think it's a bit too much to ask Gears to release another game this year, but you don't know, do you? The Phoenix Collection could have already been in the works for quite a while, but who knows? But has anyone got any thoughts on this? Would you like a Gears of War 2, 3 remastered, like a Phoenix Collection? I know you guys don't play Operation 6, but would you be interested in playing multiplayer more?
100% yes.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing with me, I must be like of the extreme minority. I actually prefer Gears to Halo, story and all. I think
Wow.
the Gears story for me is much more engaging and much more, gets me involved in the characters. I never gave a rat's ass about the Master Chief because, who cares? I don't know nothing about him. He has no personality to speak of. So, But Gears,
His
they
first
built
name's
up the
Steve.
characters. Gears, they built up the characters. Character dies and you're like, oh crap, that sucked. You get all pissed off. You know, and that's just my
Yeah.
opinion. So anything, I wish they would do a better multiplayer with Gears. I wish they would, and I hope they keep doing stuff. But yeah, I'd love a remaster of the earlier games.
Yeah, it'd be good because there's been a massive push in the community from the likes of a lot of the content creators like
Right.
King Abs. Who else? We've got SAS Shadows, and we've missed. Who else we got? Off the top of my head, I can't. There's a lot of creators have been pushing the Phoenix collection. Shout outs to, where is it? I just see him. Onyx Guard. He's been a big fan of. To be fair, most of the Gears creators are. A lot of them, they want the remasters because they want to play the new games. I mean, obviously, the multiplayer should. The point is, why should Halo get a Master Chief collection to preserve their old games, and Gears doesn't because Xbox do claim that Gears is one of their main staples. Yet, I'll be honest, they should be preserving the old Gears games as well
Yeah,
because
they treat it like a stepchild.
they do. It gets treated that way, and I could be wrong, but I believe with regards to funding, Halo. I know they're working on a big Halo Infinite project, but I do believe that the coalition. I can't confirm it, but from what I've heard from multiple people within the community, it is believed that Halo gets all the money, and Gears is kind of not as well funded as say Halo. And they need to start showing the Xbox fan base and that it really is one of the staples and step it up a bit. And a way of showing it really would be the Phoenix collection. And because a lot of the kids coming in now, they don't know what Gears 1, 2, and 3 are. And to a lot of young kids, I mean, that play Xbox, Gears 1 will look, Gears 2, the graphics that's on there, they would take one look at them graphics and just turn it off. What's this rubbish? I'd say, So hopefully they do make a Phoenix collection. Even though I've got Game Pass, I'd buy that day one. Onyx Guard doesn't agree with the multiplayer, and he's probably right from that perspective because when you get used to a certain tuning in Gears 5. Or unless you do the same tuning from Gears 5 to all the other Gears, it gets a bit technical, but you probably wouldn't need, to be honest, all the multiplayer from the previous ones. But it is in Halo Master Chief Collection, so that they need to work out a way of doing it to help to come to a compromise to do if they make one. But either way, it'd be nice to replay them all. It would.
Personally, I don't care if they ever add more multiplayer to Gears. I want to see more story-driven content.
Oh, there's tons and tons. If you look into the lore world, there is loads and storylines you could do. There is a lot that they're missing as well. There is. Onyx has said the coalition spend all their money on advertising with the Ganasha. With the Nasher to work, the story is massive. I mean, if you listen to creators like that, you probably won't, but if you go to creators like King Abs and SAS Shadows and there's some others, they do lore. They do videos on lore, and if you go and search a lot of them, they come up with ideas. There's loads of creators that do it, but they actually give you ideas for story-based campaign DLC or games, actual storylines for actual whole new games based off stuff that happened 20 years ago in Gears and stuff like that, and lore. They go quite deep on lore, and they actually got ideas. So Coalition just sat there and watch their video, they'd think, "Oh, why didn't we think of that?" There is a lot of lore. It's a massive, massive universe, and people don't quite realise, you know. But yes, sorry, Mr. Tushi, what were you going to say?
All I was going to say is I just want to play Gears 2 campaign again. That's brilliant. That's my favourite one, that is.
Yeah, that is a good one. It's a bit sad in parts, obviously. Yeah, but
I can't remember most of it. I just remember that bloody big worm and going inside it. It's been that long since I played it.
But no, it's good. It is.
By the way, did they bring like favorites for people like from the previous Gears game to the Gears 5? Like, are there maps like that are like favorites for people from the previous installments?
Yeah, they did.
So at least that is one way to honor the previous games if you bring all the previous levels like in multiplayer.
It would be easy if they kept all multiplayer in one place. Say, for example, if it all went into Gears 5, just concentrate on that. But also, I just think that you could do like the treatment they've done with the first one for the rest of them. Even I've never even played Juggernaut before. Maybe one day. I mean,
Yeah, definitely would make sense. I have only played like the first one and Gears 5 with you guys.
Wow. Speaking of Gears, we're playing it this weekend.
yes.
No doubt Stubbs will kick me ass again. Oh, did you notice that we're going to do a round 2 of the, because he beat me in the with Gears with the first to 50 kills.
Yeah,
we're doing it again, but in my territory on Halo this time. So this should be fun.
yeah. That is going to be cool.
Where is everyone? Everyone's gone quiet.
I'm here. I'm just letting Meisuko talk.
Yeah, well, anyway, I wouldn't mind at all to have a remaster of those games because I haven't got that much into Gears, and since there is many fans of that game, so why not?
Yeah, no.
Meisuko, you have a question in the chat. What are some of your favorite games?
My favorite games.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves is definitely as a multiplayer the most fun. It is just so full of things to see and fun to be have with friends. But let's say this kind of single player games, there is like I really like the reboot of Tomb Raider, like 2013.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
that's one of the thing like sometimes like that series was also like going a little bit downhill, but they revitalized that series very well with that one. And then I really like Fallout games, like the first one and New Vegas. Those
So
are
you like open world type stuff?
not actually that much. Like
Oh.
I also like quite linear games as well.
Well, you like
because
that Laura Croft one. That's definitely linear. But,
yeah. But because most of my time I have been playing with PC, so there has been like many of this kind of PC centric games that I have been playing, like Civilization, like for a long time. Like that's the kind of games that can take like whole night and so on.
Now, Tushi, you're over there going, yeah. But then you just order a new PC, so you'll be fine in a bit. You'll be
You don't get it. You don't get what I just put the screenshot of when I defeated him in Gears. Sorry, that's what he was on about.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it was just the picture because Stuck just kicked my ass that day. But wait till we on Halo.
But no, there's some great. So would you say that Xbox acquiring ZeniMax is quite interesting to you because you like them style of games?
Definitely.
Were you pleased with the purchase of them for that purpose?
Actually, like now, if I think about my childhood, like all the 90s PC games, because that was probably like the golden time of PC gaming. So
are you talking about Sierra Online and
yeah, and then there was Interplay.
Duke Nukem?
Yeah. So actually
I was
now
even on PC
Xbox
then, I
has
think.
acquired most of those people like Todd Howard. Then there was Brian Fargo and Tim Schafer. Those are like the legends from the 90s in PC.
Command
side.
and Conquer, that was
Yeah.
the grandfather of them all right there.
Yeah. So pretty much only like let's say a Sid Meier would join Xbox, then it would be all stars.
Now, Sid Meier's Pirates was released on the 360.
Yeah.
Because I did go back and get that because I loved that game when it first came out.
Yeah, definitely. So I am really happy with Bethesda, or should we say ZeniMax, or whatever vault they will call it, like when it merge.
I think they announced the name. I don't remember where the article is, though. They did announce what the name of the new company will be.
Yeah. So I definitely I will be waiting like to see like what is the next Arcane games that I'm waiting a lot, and of course like what is what is going to be the new Elder Scrolls and so on.
Yep. Exciting times ahead.
Yeah,
maybe we'll find out on the 8th. There's some of the stuff there.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be good to hear what the plans are. Anyway, it would.
Like let's say, how about you guys? Like, what is your favorite games from the ZeniMax Studios? Like, what are you tickling your fancy?
Tickling the fancy. It's got to be the Fallout series. I never knew Fallout existed until Fallout 3. Really? And I had that on. I installed that on PC, but my PC couldn't run it back then, which was the one I've got now. But I really enjoyed it. Well, what I could play, but then obviously when I got it on Xbox, I loved it. And I enjoyed Fallout 4, but 76 I couldn't get on with. Maximum 1 hour, I think. You know, when you go outside for the first time and you just kill a few, is there some bots outside or something? When you first start up, I think I killed them and that was about it.
Well, yeah, if I quickly say, Paul. so actually, like this Fallout, the first game, like before Fallout, I didn't play that much like this kind of RPG games. I played some of those dungeon crawlers in the PC very beginning of 90s, and those were like pretty hardcore, but never got into those. But when I first played like Fallout 1, you start at the cave, and I was going forward, and then there was like rats there, and the little rats killed me, and I was like, okay, this is enough. Like I cannot take this kind of defeat, and played on with that game. So it is those little things that motivate you.
as much as I enjoy the Fallout things, I enjoy the Elder Scrolls side more. Morrowind, Skyrim, you know, that side of it. Skyrim especially is like the king of all open world games. Yeah.
I've never played Skyrim. I've never played
Oh.
Elder Scrolls either.
Really?
Shall I leave the podcast now?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you never played. I'm surprised you've never played Skyrim. Skyrim is an incredible game. And with
It's
the
just one that I've missed, and I've missed out somehow, and never got around to playing it. Oh,
and you know
Justin's gone.
it's been updated for the Series X too, I believe, and it looks beautiful. It was remastered a couple of years ago, so
maybe one day when it'll clear me backlog, I might play it.
oh, see, Tushi's a fraud. Ponxwell said you haven't,
I am a fraud.
Yeah, well, I'm not a fan of any if there's any Max games at all. So what do you say to that?
I'm sorry, I got to leave the podcast now.
But there's so many
Welcome,
franchises
Ponxwell. Welcome.
Because like I've never played Skyrim, I've never played Elder Scrolls, I've never played Mass Effect.
Elder Scrolls Online, yeah, but I like the standalone. I like Skyrim. Morrowind is the one that kind of started it all, but even I can't go back and play that because unless they changed it, there was no fast travel in Morrowind. There was a lot of walking, It's nope, no, can't do that.
Now, when I think back, I don't know what I've been playing because I've missed so many big franchises. I don't know.
Apparently, Doom. Oh, so I've played Doom. I like Doom. I've not completed Doom, so that would be the only one I'm interested in then.
I played old Doom. I can't do the new Doom. The thing is too jumpy, movie fasty for me. It ain't happening. As pretty as it looks, as nice as it looks, I'm like, nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah, it is very fast paced.
I struggle with the new ones. They're quite hard, I think.
Yeah, they are. They're very well, their accessibility not friendly because there's a lot of moving, shooting, and jumping around that all has to be done in sequence. And yeah, can't do that.
Are you ready for the next topic?
Adjust a point of view, and I'll be God. I'll have to look into that. Yes.
What would you like to talk about next? Would you like to do the Luna one you were saying was interesting, or do you want to leave that one?
Can I get my rant out about Wreckfest?
Actually, yes. Well, for the Tushi's rant of the week or Tushi's story of the week. Here we go.
It fucking pissed me off. Right. I now hate that Wreckfest has gone into Game Pass. 2 times this week, even on the community game night, I had 16 players, and we went to start up. We tried the first lobby, and every single lobby in the game was full. We kept trying. It kept saying servers full, servers full. You couldn't even start a public server and have your own. It was just absolutely rammed. Like there was a queue system or something. We had to go into an Australian. Let's go to the Australian servers, and we was getting the ping in the 600s. It's absolutely crazy. Like you turn around the corner and then like you're smashing into the wall, and I wrecked my car within half a lap.
We gave up in the end, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had to turn it off and just give up because this. But my cousin Lee went on it the other day, and he said it was still rammed.
Yeah, it shows you how. I thought it was a big game, but it shows you in reality how. Excuse me. How it shows you how it's a small game. It really is a small game. If they're struggling by people coming in from Game Pass, they really are a small game.
They may not have been expecting the influx they got. They don't.
That's probably what it was. You know.
Well, you think of Europe. There's only 141 servers in Europe for the Europe players, and they only hold 16 players each.
Yeah, so it's not even that big in numbers, really.
They really need to open cross-play so we can have our own servers.
Yeah, there's one of the reasons why I bought a PC. Well, one of the main reasons was because you can rent a server on PC, and then you can host you have to have the Wreckfest on PC to host the game on the server, but there's no crossplay, so I can't. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Unless we somehow magically get a couple of grand for each player and buy everybody a gaming PC just to play Wreckfest.
Oh, not a problem to you, Mr. Tushi.
Yeah,
Not a
I've already
problem.
got my
No.
gaming PC, so save yourself some money there.
I'm broke.
Yeah.
What would you say to
But-
this as well, removable?
For me, it's good that the Game Pass is obviously bringing life to the game itself. But this is I think this is not just Wreckfest that has this potential issue. It has any small game, and I'm not saying that in derogatory sense. Any small game that has an influx of players. The question, I suppose, is going to be: then does the developer go, well, do I set up servers for the potential of this influx, or do I just wait and see what happens? Or because, or in some cases, okay, well that's it. We're on to other projects now. That's the only servers we're going to continue. So it's a tough one, I suppose, really for the developers. Unless, of course, Xbox itself can say, actually, those on Game Pass, we will set up servers specially for that game for that period when it's in Game Pass. That's the only other way I could foresee them not having this problem across a wider group of multiplayer games that are smaller in nature. Because as you said, if it's a game where it's now stopped you from enjoying yourself, of course you're going to end up thinking it's a sod that it's now that Wreckfest has now gone into Game Pass. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a question really. Is it for the developers to try and resolve, or is it something that Microsoft should be willing to help out? And then again, it's a question of when do they step in? If they see, as you rightly said now, that it's hitting almost like a brick wall with so many people going for it, do they then step in at this point? It's a tough one. I don't really know how the best to resolve it, really, because it's going to be individual by individual basis. It's good.
The easiest way and cheapest way to resolve it, if they can enable crossplay, and then you could have the access to renting your own one if you have a problem. It's only £1 per car for a month. It's like you can have up to 24 cars on the tracks, which is more than the 8 on a private server. You get 8 in the game. In a public server, you get 16. But if you rent a server, you can have up to 24 cars in one game.
The question I suppose, and this is me, I'm a little bit limited to the knowledge, is what's the cost implication for crossplay being implemented?
I don't know that part. I'm not that clever.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing. People say crossplay, yeah, it's great, but that what's the knock-on effect to the code of the game itself? Is that a tremendous amount of money and time which they think, actually, we're not going to go down that path? Is that something the developer takes on board and the cost implications, or is that something that Microsoft is willing to try and help out in some regards?
I think on all of that, I think they should split the penny. I mean, because Microsoft wants this stuff on Game Pass, but if it becomes non-functional, that's not going to do anybody any good.
Exactly. So I think you're right there, Paul. I think there is. I think Microsoft, and again, we don't know the. I mean, I'm not sitting next to the executives in Microsoft. Maybe that's where they're going to think about this. But is this a premise to other titles having issues? Now, I'm trying to think. I'm sure I have. In the back of my head, I'm sure there were other multiplayer games that had a very similar sort of issues where there wasn't enough servers the moment it hit Game Pass. And if I remember correctly, I don't think anything was done about it. So, again, it's one of those things. Unless, of course, there's a big hoo-ha online. It's kind of... It's not nice, but it's a kind of unopened. It's a problem that's just going to continue and persist until gamers ourselves, Xbox players, and PC players say, "Actually, sort this out."
Well, here's the
You know.
thing too: is Microsoft may not be aware of the situation. You know, they
I suspect they are. I can guarantee you now, because this is not the first game that has that problem.
No, but I mean, for this game, and like you said, unless it's blasted all over the internet, you know, they aren't sitting there watching their server loads going, "Oh crap," you know, they have to wait.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. Well, you're right. Yes, in that regards, yes. But I suspect it would be one of these things that you'd think, if it's coming to Game Pass, surely we're going, well, actually, it's coming to Game Pass. It's a very much a multiplayer game. Should we at least not add in a couple more servers just for this, or should we rent out a couple more servers just for this period?
And to me, that's something the developers should go, well, if we're going to put this on Game Pass, here's what we foresee is going to happen. You know?
Yeah, well, I would look at it from both things, because you never know what's going to take off.
Right.
Well, one aspect, they could hit Game Pass and then just sit there.
I can tell you I can tell you from all of us playing Wreckfest that they knew this game was good. You know, we've all been hyping this game forever. You know, and we're just a small microcosm. So the developers had to know, well, shit, we have a hit on our hands, but we only have 36. You know. Or we only have 127 servers across the EU. You know, that's not going to be enough. You know.
Again, this is one of the things. It's not knowing the background of the developers very well. Is it something that they have mentioned to Microsoft, and Microsoft gone, no, actually, we've got bigger games. We need those things for. We're holding the power back for other things. Yeah. You know, it's. I think you're right. I think.
We're holding the power back for Sony. We're holding the power back.
It's one of those things. I think if it should be picked up by Microsoft, Microsoft should at least make some sort of effort. If it's going to go in Game Pass, you want that game to be at its peak performance. And there's no, and Microsoft should share in that regard some blame to this.
Yep.
But again, it's one of those things. It's an issue that isn't going to go away.
No.
And I think the more we mention it, the more we speak about it, the more we talk about it, only then will Microsoft start.
You know I haven't, but has anybody tweeted Microsoft and the developer and said, "Hey, look, you know, here's what's going on. We're trying to play and we can't get on." You know.
I made a tweet about it, not a rant tweet, but just to say that the problem we had. And it somehow that tweet just disappeared. It weren't in my drafts. It went anyway. It just disappeared.
Wow. Microsoft gave Tushi the old FU. Yeah.
obviously, someone at Twitter's got shares in Wreckfest. Watch out! Your account might go next. You've been suspended. What did it do? Slagged off Wreckfest.
Now, all I want to know is just enabled crossplay. That's all. It's the lobby sizes are the same. So I thought you had more cars on screen on PC, but the lobby sizes are the same.
My gut feeling for crossplay is it's too expensive.
Yeah.
At this current stage for this particular developer, or for it to be implemented. Servers, on the other hand, can be rented a little bit more cheaply. I think. It's a game where I suppose when it comes to crossplay, is it going to be a hit?
Yeah.
And it's money going into a game. Is it going to be a hit? And you don't know that until it happens.
Yeah,
you know.
But then again, if they give it a lot of server space at the beginning and it's not a hit, they can always use that server space for other stuff. It's not like they're going to be sitting on a bunch of empty servers for a long period of time. You know, it's like.
Yeah, that's why I think the server idea is a little bit easier and probably better and quicker to implement than the crossplay. Yeah. Because I think that's something you have to try and tie in from the outset to do it properly. I suspect it's probably something that's from the outset that you really need to implement, or you've allowed for in the main basis of the code. I mean, I'm not 100%, but again, any developers out there, if I'm talking at my arse, please do tell me. But that's what my gut feeling is.
It could be. Have you played Wreckfest, Meisuko? Have you had any experiences with this yet, or?
Yeah, I have been playing during the community game night before it went to Game Pass. So then everything worked fine, and it was very smooth ride then. No issues. But there is one question, because so is this like a Microsoft issue? Like, is Microsoft hosting all the multiplayer servers?
Now, how it works is this is what a lot of people. Might be corrected on this, but as far as I know, when you play on a multiplayer server, even though it's connected to an Xbox Live server or say a PlayStation server through PlayStation Now service, I believe that the publisher or the devs themselves, they host the servers and they just connect into the Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus service. I don't think Microsoft have any involvement in it. They don't, unless they offer to, because they have got Microsoft Azure they can use because they used it for Titanfall 1, but Titanfall 1 was exclusive.
I think you're probably right there, because I think this just also ties into how they ban people. They ban people from their side rather than from the Microsoft side. So that way, you can still play other Microsoft. Say you're a particular Git or one particular game, the developers can ban you from that server, but it won't stop you from playing other games on Microsoft. So I think you're right. It sounds like it's more of you're on Microsoft's, as you said, it's picked up. It's picked up from the actual the publisher stroke developer on their side.
Just look at Call of Duty, where you can log into their games and you're not using the same name that you have on your Xbox. Mine still said Gimpy P months after I changed it to, because after it goes through the gateway that is Xbox, it goes to the servers for Call of Duty, and that's where all the controls are done. So.
Yeah, no, so I think that answers your question, Meisuko. I think I'm right. I don't know 100%.
Yeah.
I don't.
Pretty sure that they're just using the Microsoft side as a gateway for servers like that.
All right. So even complaining to them wouldn't help, but it would.
Well, no, it will, because it's their service. So yeah, they
technically it makes Game Pass look bad. Technically,
right, yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So they could, if they wanted to help, they've got the server space. They could help them,
right,
to make it look good. But I don't know if they would. I don't know. But thanks for stopping.
Yeah.
Animated Evil, thanks for stopping by. I don't worry about it, mate. These things happen. Hope you're okay. Carry on, Meisuko.
Yeah, I was just thinking like this kind of server overload, because few like, was it last week that this Fall Guys was announced for coming to Xbox? So
I can't wait for that. Good topic there.
Yeah. So that's definitely going to need a lot of servers.
It will. Yeah, it will.
And I hope that we get to play that one in the community game night.
Yes, we will. I believe it's only, because I remember asking the question a while ago. I think is it four players in a group, in a team or something?
Yeah, that's the problem. It's only 4. You can have 4 together, I believe.
Ah, okay. Is it like 4 teams or?
I don't know. I don't even know what it's about.
It's
because
4 player.
It's about guys falling.
Four guys.
Yeah, but when you see the videos, there can be like a crazy amount of those little guys or whatever they are.
I think it's 4 you can be together, and then you play against a load of other players in 4s as well. But Indie Gamer would know. He's played it loads on PC. You might be able to do 5 in a lobby, Indy said. He plays it on PC, he does.
I'll have to have
apparently, Back from the Dead has said, Meisuko, is it me, or you kind of sound like a lodge owner from Borderlands 3? I don't know what that means, really, but
I don't know the character, but I am definitely living in the boonies, so
there you go.
But no, Indy said it is 60 players, but your lobbies are 4, maybe 5. So, yeah, that's how you do it. So I don't know whether you could get a few of you, and I don't think it'll work. you could get 4 of you, but you could have separate lobbies. But I don't think you'll all end up in the same game. I don't think that will work somehow.
I think as long as you're in the same party, it'd be alright, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see when it comes out.
Well, any more thoughts on the Fall Guys? No, it's not a major topic. It's one Meisuko brought up there, so it's worth mentioning. It is.
Yeah, it's just really great to get this kind of party game to Xbox, because I think these kind of games are more better suited for console gaming, and definitely going to be fun playing that one.
Party games are all the rage right now. I mean, you've got the Jackbox stuff, and a bunch of other ones that are coming out or have come out that I can't think of the titles right now. But I spend a lot of time with parties playing games. That's how I spend a lot of time on the different streams I'm on.
Paul, you are breaking up a little bit.
I don't know what's going on. I think my mic.
Okay, now it's okay.
Yeah, okay. I think party games are kind of where things are kind of going a little bit. I mean, look at Jackbox is popular. There's a bunch of other ones out there that Among Us, Project
I think
Winter.
I think it's a little bit to do with the pandemic. We want to hear each other's voices. We've got to the point now where we can't socialize as much as we can in person. So these games have become our socialization.
Now, personally, I hope when this pandemic shit is over that some of this continues, or I'm going to go back to being a lonely old man. But
well, I think Tushi's community night will continue until he's about 80, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it's one of these things. I think that it's a good game to come across to Xbox. I think the question that I'm more interested in, and again, I feel sorry for anyone who's going to hear this, what's Xbox skin are we getting? Come on, are we going to get a Master Chief skin?
Oh God, I hope not. I'm so tired of that crap. I mean,
it could be Gears.
That's okay. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
See, it's because at the moment, they are dropping a lot of skins at the moment, aren't they? They're doing up a little, quite a few things, aren't they? At the moment? So it's effectively the Fortnite. In terms of skins, it's becoming the Fortnite of skins, isn't it? Really.
We're going to see a Mandalorian skin at some point.
Oh, well, I think we can all agree on that. But again, it's I've seen Indy play it. In fact, I think I was there when he actually won his first gold crown. So I'm not saying I had anything to do with that, but I probably did have something to do with that. I think it's a very fun game. It's something that it's easily addictive. Just watching Indy play it was like this is fun. This looks fun. This is fun, Even just watching it, I think you'll have a good time. So it's a good choice for coming over to Xbox. I think
they've done Cuphead skins, Doom skins, My Friend Pedro skins, and Indy said loads of them.
Yep.
The banana skin. That's My Friend Pedro. The banana.
Yeah.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what they can produce when it comes out. It'll be interesting to see what skins are they going to be placing in for Xbox.
Well, hopefully they can. Hopefully it gets some traction and takes off, because it was the biggest game going, and it just dropped off the face. Everyone was playing it, and all the hype just died off. I don't know why. I don't know.
I think it's still well versed. The same with Among Us. I think it's still very much a popular game.
Saying that, a lot of games can come back, can't they? Like Rocket League. Rocket League's massive now. Games can come back. They can,
Waves, I think it's waves.
Yeah.
People get it's a bit like your favorite, so your favorite food. You enjoy it for about 3 months. You actually dine on it till death, and then as we get, I'm bored of it now. You go away for a couple of months, and you think, do you know what? I could fancy that again, and that's kind of a very much how I think waves of games.
Yeah, there's a group of us that we play things like Jackbox and stuff, and then we go away from it. Then all of a sudden, somebody say, you know what? We need to go back and play Jackbox and do a little bit of Murder Mystery House or Joke Boat, and we're all in for it after a couple of and we'll go through that and then we'll go away from it again, and like you said, it comes in waves, but they never actually go away.
No.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing.
In fact, I think this group, this podcast, and some of the people in it, we'd have a hell of a lot of fun on Jackbox. We need to do that one night.
I'll
done
have
it
to
once
install
together.
it. I'll have to install it. I've heard
No,
of it.
only one person needs to host it, and then everybody else can play on their phones or their tablets or their PCs or their Xbox.
Oh, that's
See, now
interesting.
that's a
Okay.
good. That's a multi. Was it cross-platform gameplay?
Right.
Whilst one person hosts it, that is definitely something that should be done more, because you can imagine,
Yeah.
say if you play on your tablet or your mobile and still join your friends,
Yeah.
especially for me. I mean, I could be sorting out the toddlers whilst hiding in the toilet from the toddlers whilst joining you guys.
Just remember to mute the mic when you flush. Okay, that's all.
Are you drinking beer, Cerebral
Yes.
Paul?
Yes, I am.
Now, are you drinking Corona
Is
beer?
it Bush?
No, it's not Corona.
It-
And it's not
it-
Bush.
It's Bush.
No,
It looks like Corona beer from there.
no, it's Modelo. It's
Oh, okay.
what happens when you get the.
I see you take a quick swig, trying not to get seen.
I don't care if it's seen. I don't, it's not my channel. I mean,
Sponsored by. Yeah, if there's any beer sponsors out there, Cerebral Paul is your man.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't know if I've shouted you out. Welcome Fastback. Welcome back from the dead. Welcome Dragon Wolf. I've been slacking a bit here. Let's get back up. No, I think I've got everyone. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate it. So, shall we move on?
Yes.
PlayStation. Yeah. So basically, the question here is, it's been brought on by. It's not a big issue. I think that this will be an inevitable future. PlayStation are bringing some games to PC. Let's have a look. Let's go down the list. Days Gone's going to the PC, apparently. And I don't know.
Horizon Dawn.
Yeah. So I think eventually, it's just the question is, do you think this will become the future of all PlayStation and Xbox? I know it is for Xbox, but do you think it will be more so for PlayStation? Because I think Jim Ryan's finally realised that there's some money on the table for PlayStation PC. So I think he's taken it, because I've watched a lot of content, PlayStation creators, and they are saying, "Oh, it's a great thing," but these ain't day and date games, and that's true. But if they sell in big if they sell well, they might consider, I might do it. They might release them sooner. I just think it's inevitable to put them on. Why wouldn't you put them on PC if they sell well and you make you more money? So in the end, you get more money back. You could end up with more games, make more profit. It just all goes back into the ecosystem. It's just that's my opinion on it. I think it's all it's good for gaming in general.
And there's another possible plus side down the road. A PC port of any Sony game is one step away from being portable to the Xbox Series X.
True. That is true. That is very true.
Because, basically the Series X and the PC games are very much similar in the way they're developed and the way they're written. There's only a few different changes between the two. So maybe we're going to see Sony reaching out more because they want some money.
They might do. They could very well do, because it's a big market. It's massive.
Yeah.
The PC market's massive. I mean,
To be honest,
I know we as gamers think consoles all about consoles, but in the grand scheme of things, it's mobile, PC, and then console. Console's actually classed as a niche market. Gamers may not realise it, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a very niche market. It is.
Right, and everybody keeps saying, exclusives sell consoles. I said earlier this week, I think that attitude is kind of changing and shifting. I don't think it's as important as it was 12 years ago.
I think it does sell consoles. I think, to be honest with you,
but not as much as it used to.
On
Nintendo,
Nintendo,
well, the way
on Nintendo, I would agree, but on Nintendo, their attachment rate's massive. But that's the only system. That's the only system.
Right.
the way I'd say exclusive is a different way than I suppose everybody else looks at exclusives. I would say timed exclusives, because timed exclusives means, okay, so if you have it on your preferred platform for a year and a half, or even, so we'll go worst case scenario, 2 to 3 years, say that your preferred platform, and then it gets ported to other platforms, you're still making your money on that preferred platform at the beginning. What it does mean is that it's not gatekept to the rest of the gaming community if
Right.
it does get ported over to other things. And I think it's a slow progress. Maybe that will happen. I'd like it potentially to be so as the case. I'd like to see, flip it. I'd like to see more PC games be ported over to consoles.
Yeah, that would be very
You
good.
know,
That would.
And they've
Yeah.
been doing that more and more over the last couple of years.
World of
too.
Warcraft Series X.
to be honest,
You know.
I think that should. I think it should be more of a case of where the cross-platforming should be embraced more. But the question, I suspect, which everyone keeps bringing up, this exclusivity. Yes, we should have exclusivity. I can understand the reason behind it, and I can see the benefits for it. But I don't think it's going to. If you say, okay, a particular game is going to come down the line for 3 years, let's say 3 years down the line, would it stop you from going, actually, I'm not going to buy the console, I'm going to wait 3 years? Maybe it would, but I don't think it would, to be honest
Most
with you.
people
I
don't think that far ahead. Most people don't think that
exactly. They will literally go, nope, it's out on my preferred platform. I will get it there and then. And then if, 3 years down the line, it hits PC, you'll be like, okay, yeah, fine. So what?
Yeah. Because the problem, if you wait, let's say you wait that long, 3 years, by then most of the wins out of the sales of that game anyway. If you haven't played it by then,
Exactly. And it still means more money going into the developer's pocket and the platform pocket. So that's only going to be better in the long term. I still think there should be exclusivity, but I think it should come with a time frame.
Right.
And that's how I view it.
I just don't think it's the big selling point that it used to be when 360 or whatever and PlayStation were going toe to toe. I think those days are long gone. I think part of it has to do with the exclusives aren't really that big of a deal anymore. I mean, I'm sorry, Miles Morales, okay, it's nice, I want to play it, but is it enough for me to spend $500 to play it? No. It's just not going to happen.
I think stuff like Game Pass has pushed that
right
to the side. What am I getting for my hardware?
Right.
And when they say, well, if you get this hardware, then you get yourself access to hundreds of games on a regular basis as a subscription service. That's first of all part and parcel of the actual hardware. That's probably going to be more interesting to you than maybe say 1 or 2, 3 titles exclusivity. Right. Now again, that may be just us. Or it may most people say, actually, no, I want the exclusivity aspect to it,
Right.
So I can see both sides. Both sides. But I think the best compromise on that for everybody would be a timed aspect to the situation.
For console launch stuff, I say a year is good. For anything else, I'd say 6 months or so. That way you get your console launch push of, hey, this is coming out when the console does, and then as later on, that doesn't become as big of a deal, because everybody who wants their console at launch got it, or will be getting it for those of you who haven't yet.
I think the only crux of that, and this is why I kind of went down a 3-year line, was that with the way games are developed now, we don't want to see, here it's at launch, and then you spend 6 months trying to patch the blooming thing.
Yeah, well, there is
that's why I thought, well, let that particular platform have it at its, I'd love to see games polished right from the off, but let's face it, we've gone beyond that now. I don't think that's going to happen anymore now. Right. Updates, first day patches is now the norm. I don't like it, but it is, I think, to be honest with you, that's why I kind of went with the 3-year aspect, because it's like, okay, that particular platform, they get their game, they get past that I would classify a beta aspect for the first 6 months to a year, because let's face it, some games can take almost a year. CD Projekt Red's already showcasing that aspect.
Yeah.
And then they've got that, you've got that second or third year where some tables will just wait for that first year for the game to be fully patched out, fully perfected, and up to its optimal performance, and then buy it then. So I think that's why I kind of went with the 3-year aspect. As you said, it gives them the buffer, it gives them the funds, and it gives the actual the exclusivity stroke performance to that platform. They still can enjoy that aspect without feeling like, a bit gutted in terms of what they're paying for. 6 months, I think people will be saying, well, we've just been beta testers. We
say that now anyway. So.
Exactly. But I'm trying to look at it from both sides. I'm trying to look at it from everybody's aspect here. So they get their money's worth, but at the same time, it shouldn't hinder or it shouldn't provide some animosity to other platforms.
I think 3 years. I think 3 years is a little long. I'd go for 2 maybe for them to get all their shit together. But 3 seems a long time.
It's one of these things because, as you said, some games have resurgence and also DLC.
Yep.
So you might find that a game, if it's a multiplayer game or it's a very big multiplayer game, they could have like 2, 3, almost could have a year's or a couple of years worth of DLC, and that could be spread out into the second year. Hence the reason why I was like, 3 years. Is the outlier? I would say 3, 2.5 to maybe 3. That's my thinking. People, this is just a guess. Stubbs has gone quiet.
No, I'm still there. It's kicking off in the chat. People reckon that Microsoft could buy Valve, and I don't see it at all.
Yeah, that's been talked about a lot over the last couple of years, actually.
It might be. They'd get serious antitrust suits. I don't think they get away with it. They dominate the PC market. They got wind. I really don't see that happening. I don't.
No, but because PC is totally free platform, so I don't think that there could be a case that it would be an antitrust, because you have so many players in the field, like having their own stores, and even publishers have their own sites where they sell their games. So it's not a
thing.
It's a little bit different, like a closed ecosystem, like on Xbox or PlayStation.
That's true. Steam is just kind of the storefront. It's like a storefront, but the whole community puts their stuff in that store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, but I see. The problem is, it's like Pong Souls just said that Gabe would only sell to someone he trusted. Now, in reality, you can't trust Microsoft as far as you can throw them. They're not Microsoft in general, not Xbox.
Right.
Microsoft, the corporate side, the ruthlessness. They're not to be trusted. They're a very different company from Xbox. Xbox is quite transparent. Microsoft, they only show you what they want you to see. They do. So I do think it would be a major acquisition. There's no denying it, but I don't know if I can see it. You see, they really would dominate the PC market. Yep. But you are right. There is ways around it. There is.
Yeah, and now one technical thing is at the moment, like if we talk about console games going to PC like that way. So at the moment, like because like PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are so they are a lot ahead in the bandwidth department. So like most PC games couldn't work like that, are like taking full advantage of the modern consoles. They couldn't work at the moment. Not of course they would have to be scaled down somehow, but I think like last time when we had 2013, we had the generation jump for it, also caused problems for the PC player base when the new generation games started to come, like PC gamers are not always happy that they end up paying a lot for the new stuff when this kind of big jump happens in the generations. And I think this console generation jump is probably much larger than the previous one.
It's true. It is true. That is. Any thoughts, Mr. Tushi?
So I'm struggling tonight. I'm tired wise. The way I see it is the more they bring over, the better. It's just missing revenue in it. They could just put them all on there. They can make a fortune. Give them it'll give the studios more money in the future for more better projects and stuff like that. But I don't see the issue. It's like, as long as it's on their own platform for say 2 years or something. I mean that's a fair deal.
Yeah.
Then transfer it over. Even if it's day one, it wouldn't matter, would it? It's only going to matter to the people in the console war. That's all.
It would do. I'm a bit lost as to what we're talking about because the chat's going about Steam still. But I honestly can't see Steam coming to the Xbox. I can't see it. You know, I just can't. No.
Well,
if that's the case, they might have just start buying it. They might as well go and acquire Epic Games. Just acquire everyone. If they're going to go that far, just buy everything up.
What they could do was do a partnership with it. Whilst I'm not saying that they could take over it, they could do a partnership with it. So
that's more viable.
You could do is that you could, because it's a bit like GeForce Now. What you could do is you could do something similar in terms of you have an application which you could run. I don't know, similar such as GeForce Now. You could run PC games off it. Because that's what you can do with GeForce Now. You can literally run, you can stream your Steam library onto GeForce Now and play your games from Steam. Now, if they could do something like that and have that application onto Xbox, just imagine that you'd be able to play. Technically, you'd be able to play your Steam games on your Xbox. You know that itself would be phenomenal. And if anything, that would probably be that would probably mean that'd probably make them the dominant market in terms of cloud streaming services.
Do you know,
just that alone,
with a little bit of a twist to this, if they'd done a deal with Steam to have the VR games on Xbox,
again,
third party headsets, that'd be a lot better. I'm dreaming by the way.
I just don't see Steam games coming to the Xbox. You can all disagree with me if you want, but I just don't see it.
Well, I said it's already on GeForce Now. They've already worked a way around it where you can stream your Steam games using GeForce Now. You can do it as is of today. So there is a way to do it. Is the question of how is it done? Would in terms of buying it outright? No. Maybe as an application, as a secondary service, maybe. I think you're right. I don't think they'll be able to do a takeover, but maybe they'll be able to do a partnership. And that's how they will best do a partnership, is where they say, well, look, we've got this streaming application where you'll be able to do something similar to GeForce Now on your Xbox. That in itself, I think, would be amazing. And I think we discussed this before. It would make them the dominant leader. That's the only problem. I
love the passion from everybody. It's all good chatting. Chat. Thanks for engaging. It's very good. It's all passionate talk.
Yeah, removable sanity is right that this kind of partnership probably would be needed, because I haven't seen like Microsoft release any of the data about their Windows side of Game Pass. Like Steam really has a big stranglehold on on PC side. So let's say if they would make a deal more in a way that Game Pass would be playable on Steam. I mean Game Pass. So even if they would have to pay some money for Steam for this one, I think that it would increase their revenue anyway, even if they would have to give a cut to Steam.
It would be. It's like the expectations of what. Problem is, Game Pass is good, right? In its current form, it's not going to hit 50 million. It's not. It's good, but the 3 billion gamers that they want, they ain't going to attain that. They're not going to attain 1 billion. They're not going to get that far. I don't think they will. You know.
Just to cut in there regarding the indie gamer here, he said, "Would you be talking about Steam games running natively on Xbox?" No. What I say about here is how they would do it with GeForce Now is they run through the application and it is cloud based. There is no. It's not actually running from the hard. It's not running. The hardware is being used to power it, but it's not running from the actual hard drive from in terms of the Xbox itself. It is effectively a streaming application. It's basically GeForce Now is like the xCloud for basically Steam, if that makes sense. That's the way I kind of see it. GeForce Now, I can't remember what its name is. I'm sure it's called GeForce Now something. I've actually got it on my phone somewhere. But it basically is it's the Steam version of xCloud. And if they could do something partnership-wise, I mean, even Epic's Games, if they did something, I think it would only benefit both parties. But an outright purchase, I think I'll go stick with Stubbs on this. I think I'll agree on that. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, you do know what? Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about.
I got a 6-month founders membership for GeForce Now. With you get it with the 30 series GPUs. You get 6 months free at the moment.
It's really. I tell you what. I tested out the xCloud and I tested out GeForce Now, and I'm no joke. GeForce Now was a much more stable service than Xbox xCloud. It's really, really good. I was playing Destiny 2 on my mobile at a solid frame rate and a solid FPS. I was really surprised. And then I tried it, the same game on xCloud, and I was having some issues. I was actually quite surprised how well GeForce Now runs.
Well, I should be able to get to try it in a couple of weeks, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Well, the problem is I haven't got a library on Steam. I've got about 3 games, I think. That's about it.
I must admit, one thing I did, and this is the problem, I actually opened up my old Steam account for GeForce Now, and I found myself looking at games going, well, I could buy that and then just stream it through my GeForce Now account. So if anything, it was tempting me to buy more Steam games.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine that as an Xbox player, that's a whole swathe of console players being introduced, if they haven't already got a PC, into PC gaming.
Mm-hmm. Bit of revenue going into the Steam library, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Pongso, I know I said that it won't hit 50 million. They probably will. Just the 1 billion to 3 billion is just a bit too far fetched for my liking. Just because they want to reach that reach doesn't mean they're going to reach it. It's like look how long it took Netflix to hit the subscriber count they're on now. Years, you know. You've got to convince casuals to buy it. You now got to start to convincing the normal gamers that are not into hardcore games now to that's what you need. And they could probably do it, but the 1 to 3 billion I think is a bit far fetched. But you never know. It could be 10, 15 years time. It could be. But I don't know how long Microsoft has given Xbox to reach a goal. Because they would have given them a deadline to reach a certain subscriber count by. You know, that's I don't know. Who knows really what their goal is? But they always say have big goals, so they've definitely got a big goal. And if they can get 3 billion, I will be very impressed. I will be.
So all the PC game friends that I have, like I am always like promoting Game Pass to them, but I have to say I have managed to like get 0 my PC game friends on the Game Pass side. Like let's say I say that okay, there's Outer Worlds and you can get into the service with €1, and but like none of them has taken the bait. Like they have all bought those games like from Steam directly. So
Yeah,
I am really wondering like how hard the situation is for Microsoft in the PC side.
If you've been gaming on PC for a long time, a lot of the PC gamers don't like the Xbox brand either. There is some open-minded one, but a lot of them will only purchase games off Steam only. There's even a battle between Epic Games, people who won't use Epic Games storefront, and Steam, and vice versa. I don't see why, because it doesn't really matter on PC. It's just another storefront. But there are people on PC who do not like Xbox or Microsoft. Obviously, they've got a Microsoft PC, because that's a dominant operating system. But that is where the stigma comes from. Back in the day, Microsoft, they did a lot of bad stuff on the PC, gaming-wise. They did. Gears 1 was on the PC. The Gears 2, 3 and all the rest weren't. They got left out to dry by Microsoft. They dumped PC gaming, basically.
Ouch.
They did, But not every PC gamer thinks like that. You just got to win them over. You have. But yeah, they're very loyal. They're very loyal to Steam gamers. Like Indy said, they've got a very loyal fan base. It's a big sub count they've got. Obviously, it's not a monthly fee to use the service, but they've got a lot of accounts, and there's a lot loyalty there because you've built up loyalty. Because simple fact is, they offer that many sales. It's unreal. I mean, if you're a PC gamer, why would you go anywhere else apart from Epic Games? Still offer certain exclusive games, and offer 1 or 2 free games per month, which is good. But they do offer, if you're going to go full digital, offering incredible sales is the way to go. And that's what Steam's done. They've got the mind share. That's why they dominate. And I can see why people are suggesting that Microsoft acquire Steam. In reality, it's a very good idea if you want to dominate the market. But would Xbox dominate the market? You say it's a different question, because a lot of they would obviously keep Steam as Steam. And even if they were acquired, a lot of them players still wouldn't probably transfer over to Steam, to Xbox. But it is a very, very good idea. And if the groundwork is being laid, it could potentially be being laid. Or there could be a partnership in the works, who knows. But it's a good idea. It's just there's a lot of loyalty to Steam. There is. So do you want to add to that, or have we bored everyone now? I think we've bored everyone.
No, I'm not bored. I have to take care of something while I'm on the podcast with you.
I've been watching your pictures. Someone keeps walking round.
Yeah, I know. That's my roommate. Yeah, you're lucky he has clothes on. You're lucky he has clothes on. Yeah, but no, I'm dealing with the login issue for a server I'm dealing with. So I'm around. So I am listening, but I had no input on that topic. So
I'm not a PC gamer, but I do know how the PC world works. I do want a PC at some stage this year, as I've also opened an Epic Games account to get the free games for when I do eventually.
I tell everybody, even if they don't have a working PC right now, to do that and grab the free games. Then you have them when you get it.
You get the backlog, new backlog.
Yep.
But you might as well. You never know. You need to start doing that, Tushi, as well. Get an Epic get an Epic Store account made, start clicking add to library for the free games.
Yeah, definitely.
He
there's
does.
good deals.
I think Tushi's too busy doing that with Mackie D's.
I had one today. Sweet chili wrap. Did.
There is at least now on the Epic Store this game that Indy was recommending, that this Absolute Drift. So at least grab that one.
Yep, I'll grab both of them. I don't have a PC, but I'll do a laptop. It won't run them, but I have started to grab the games for when I do eventually get one. Yeah, sorry about that, Jake. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Probably bored a lot of people, but you know, we all had different opinions on it, which is all good, and the chat has some good opinions as well. So I think we're gonna end the show on that, I reckon.
Yeah.
So thanks for stopping by, Meisuko, and I really appreciate you coming on. Can you tell everyone where they could find you, if they want to find you?
Yes, definitely. You can come and say hi on Twitter, Meisuko_1984. So that's how you will find me on Twitter, and I think I have followed most of you guys that I see on the chat. So we are already in the same Twitterverse.
Yes.
So follow back.
There.
At some point, that's called stalking. Okay.
So follow back. Yeah, so thanks for coming on, Meisuko. Thanks for coming on, Mr. McDonald's.
Mr. McDonald's, that'd be me, wouldn't it?
Yes, that
Well,
would
not
be you.
not recently.
The Hamburglar.
He's not been too bad recently. He went in a cafe earlier on and he got some cheese on toast. He did instead.
Oh, the truck stop on the M1. That's lovely. When I go past
Wait,
that
he could-
stop, and there's some cheese on toast.
You got cheese on toast, not beans on toast. I thought that was.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think you can eat that too well in your cab, can you, Mr. Tushi?
You can.
A bit of a mess.
You can buy it there, but no, it's just cheese.
He
on
didn't want.
toast.
He didn't want to kick. Yeah, he wanted this taste of cheese in his beard.
That's true.
Save it for later. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to announce something that's going on between me and you, Mr. Tushi, you can tell people. We don't know when
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. It's meant to be this weekend.
Well, this does kind of link back to the butt plug scenario on a previous podcast. So we'd like to warn our viewers there and then.
Yeah.
About a month ago, me and Stubbs done a one.
Hang on.
Hang on, here comes the scoreboard. Yep. Me and Stubbs done a 1v1 on Gears 5, first to 50 kills, and Stubbs absolutely kicked my ass. We was both very stressed as well, was trying to find each other.
I couldn't lose to you. That's what. If anyone, well, I will be uploading the video. It's been a while whether anyone watches it or not. Once I finally make another video, if you watch the start of the game, it looked like I was going to lose it completely. You know, but in the end, I brought it back, and I made the gap quite big.
Full sense of security. That's what he was doing.
Well, it was actually part of the mind games.
Stubbs has a big gap. Stubbs has a wide gap. Yeah, everybody knows that.
But I should have stayed in party chat more, but I didn't. Like. He gets you. He starts laughing.
I know he does that
Fucking
cackle,
dumb,
that weird. That's
It's that Peter Griffin laugh.
But I'll stay in chat
Yeah,
this
well.
time.
But anyway, hopefully by this weekend, we're hoping. We're going to do another 1v1, first to 50 kills, but this time we're in my territory on Halo.
Uh-oh.
Within
Well,
the MCC.
To be fair, you do like Halo, but if you were to use the term my territory, I would say Call of Duty is your territory. But you are better than me at Halo, I'll give you that. It should
I would
be
say
fun
more-
anyway. I'm not taking it seriously this time.
This-
Already the excuses are coming out. I'm not taking it seriously.
Yeah, you will say that.
My territory usually is would be Battlefield. It's only recently I've been starting playing the Call of Duty multiplayer. It's in the last like 3-4 years. Before that, I was all Battlefield. Before that, So you can tell which one I'm excited for this year when it comes out.
Call of Duty.
If
It's a big if.
if Battlefield comes out,
I think it will.
I think it. Yeah, you are right.
I have faith in it.
Well, there hasn't been one recent. When was the last Battlefield? I know it was 5.
Yeah, that was 360 here, wasn't it?
No. Battlefield 5 was was it 2018? Was it?
Yeah, so 2 years. Yeah, they won't want to leave it any longer. They need to recoup their money. They will. It's EA.
Was it 2017? No, it was 2018. I think it was.
Welcome, ACS Husk. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, I got a noise for Husk.
Uh-oh.
It's lemonade he's drinking.
Yeah.
Actually, you're fucking wrong.
Yeah. Cracking open a can of country time
Coca-Cola.
lemonade. Yeah.
It ain't quite beer like, but
So yeah, we're supposed to be arranging a match this weekend for Halo MCC, me versus Tushi. I don't know if you can do a 1v1 or if there's any small maps or not. I don't know.
Well,
there is.
When we was with Noof Nukem, we done that little map with the rocket launchers.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right there. Yeah, I didn't do very well, but I can't remember who I kept. He's probably listening. I kept killing. It's Timmy. He was not impressed. I couldn't kill many other people.
Yeah, you keep him. He's effing and swearing when he's like fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh, pack it in, Stubbs. You can just go.
But anyway, we'll probably both be streaming it, and it'll be good fun again.
Is that before or is that before community night?
I'll stay in chat.
Yeah,
We won't keep leaving this time.
Because if it was after, it'd be like fucking 3 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore. I know it's the weekend, but you know, got work. I'm back. I've got to start. I've got to go work at 8 o'clock tomorrow. It's terrible. This? You know, I'm getting more used to going back to work now. I am.
8 p.m.
8 a.m.
But you're a director. When you say go to work, it's like, oh, I've got to get up, sit there, order a few guys to get me a nice bacon roll, maybe press a few buttons, tell people to do something else, you know. Maybe have a cup of tea if I feel like it.
We don't have any staff. The directors, we do the work. We don't have any staff.
Well, then what are you directing? Just
himself.
Yeah.
To McDonald's.
Yeah.
Today
he's made an executive decision to spend some
McDonald's right here, baby. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He's not denying it though. You notice that?
Yeah.
What's that? Not denying what?
Executive decisions to use the old company assets to implement a regular McDonald's trip.
Yep.
Does happen.
It's hard though, isn't it? It's like sometimes you're starving. It's like, say, 7 o'clock in the morning, you're driving down the motorway, you see those golden arches in the distance, and you think, I'll just pop in. Just grab a quick one on the way.
Are you talking about Mackie D's?
He's talking about the girl in front of the Mackie D's.
I'll be in and out in 2 minutes then.
And that's not the Mackie D's he's talking about.
You'd have to get out your lorry and go and park up somewhere and walk to the front door, wouldn't you? Here, Tushi's knocked the McDonald's over trying to pull his lorry. Building is devastated by lorry.
Now I have the image in my head, like Mr. Tushi driving the lorry next to the drive-in lane.
This Arctic going through a very tight drive-through. There we go. I can get this through. I'm going to get that bloody McDonald's. Come here, get through. There goes the sign.
or he's outside the drive-thru screaming into the window. Just throw the food to me. That's fine.
Yeah. Throw. I'll catch it. Don't worry. I've got a net.
The only way I can get McDonald's in the truck though is either if I park up somewhere and walk.
Well, they offer a thing where you stand at the door now. You use your phone, don't you? And they bring it to you to the door, don't they?
I don't know. I'll just go to the one on the motorway as I do. It's just simple then. There's a truck park in there, isn't there? And you just walk over, order your food, walk out. It's a lot easier. Because usually to get to a McDonald's, there's nowhere to park.
What are you eating, Cerebral? I can see you eating.
McDonald's.
Oh.
I don't think you are. I think you're making it up, aren't you?
No, it's my dinner time. I'm really eating McDonald's.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Nice.
At this point, we should just simply say we're sponsored by McDonald's. whether they like it or not, we should just simply say it.
And to what Dragon Wolf just said, I totally agree. I'd rather have a full English as well.
Oh, yes.
As long as it's got black pudding and it's raw.
So
What, raw black pudding?
So we went from talking about having a 1v1 in Halo to McDonald's.
Yep.
So I've got the perfect solution. Because obviously, say for example, if I won this Halo one, it'd be you've won and I've won one. How about we have like an on-cam so you can eat the most McDonald's?
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Stubbs would win.
No, I wouldn't.
I used to be able to eat a fortune. I used a fortune in McDonald's. I think the best in one sitting I ever did, and this was when I would classify myself as an empty pit. I think I hit around 15 double cheeseburgers in one hit.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and that was after going out on the booze. So I'd been drinking for quite heavily, and then it was like, right, I need something to eat. And my friends, and they saw me, so they said, and the guy said, is this just for you? He's like, yeah. And the guy just sat and he watched me just go through 15 double cheeseburgers.
I would have to agree.
That was it.
I would have to agree with Indie Gamer that Burger King kills McDonald's. It's true.
Yes.
I prefer Burger King, I must admit. But I will say McDonald's milkshake, hands down, wins.
It does.
In terms of their milkshake, they are superb.
The triple bacon king. Oh yes.
Do you like McDonald's, Meisuko, or not? Do you like Burger King?
I like Burger King because they are more crispy, so they are more easy to eat. I like them more.
Oh, I can see his green screen now.
Yep.
You've got a big.
So that's where my bed sheet went. At least you got
What you haven't realised is what image he could put behind him could change every single podcast. He could have an image of Tushi right behind him. If he has a GIF, he could just simply put that on behind him and have Tushi just sitting next to him behind him.
You could have the golden arches in the distance, couldn't
he? Yeah, Seattle.
There you go.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah. I'm fucking hungry now.
He's going to get his car in a minute and go and drive down.
It's not. He'll do the mobile What's Eat app, isn't it? That's it. Drop it in.
Midnight. Can you do that?
I think you can.
Hang on.
Tushi, you would know. I was about to say I think you can. If they're still open, I think there are drivers that are still.
Yeah, I know you can't hear. You do it here all night long.
I'm not sure.
And you may think he's not actually. I think you can.
Yes,
Yeah.
He will be looking.
Yeah.
Knowing him, place an order just to prove a point.
And then blame us.
Yeah. Your missus is like, who's that? Well, the lads didn't believe it. They work, so I had to order
Sorry,
some.
sweetheart. Yeah, it's they did it. They told me that they didn't believe me.
You believe me?
Right. The delivery is if you order now, you've only got the breakfast option, so it's delivery from 7:20 in the morning.
Oh, it's closed.
Yep.
See
Oh,
here we can use Uber Eats 24/7.
See that? He does not look a happy man at all.
Yeah.
He was going to place an order.
Nah,
Well, he could
That
place it
means
now and have it at 7:30.
Well,
about fish and bloody pucker pie today, isn't it?
well, in that case, then you might as well just go for a Chinese or a curry. They're normally open till midnight, aren't they?
Nah, I'm alright. I'm struggling to stay awake, so I think I'll be dozing off before you get
Look at Cerebral Paul. He's showing off of his McDonald's now to you.
That's going to be a thing now, isn't it? Every week, Paul's background is just going to slightly change to a different fast food restaurant, just to keep. Oh,
So anyway, Mr. Tushi, what's going on with this? Tell the people about the 1v1 Halo thing we're doing, and then the community game nights you're doing.
So basically, this week, me and Stubbs will be doing the 1v1 on Halo at his choice of map and which Halo we're doing in the MCC.
Well, not the modded version on the PC, so there could be a Nasher gun. I'm joking. I bet on the PC you could get a modded version.
You probably could.
Yeah, Punk's all stopping at McDonald's on his way home. There you go.
A community game nights this week. On Friday, we're playing Forza Horizon 4. Saturday, we're playing Gears 5.
Yes! Dragon Wolf, I await you.
And Hot Shots Racing. And if I remember, the one person that kept winning the races on Hot Shots all the time, and that was Meisuko. I'm sure
Yeah,
it was.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Well, he was like a lap ahead of all of us. It was.
Well, that's one of the rare games that I wanted to get all the achievements.
Apparently, yeah.
Everybody.
No, but
Yeah,
it was
it'd
a
be
really fun game. Like if anybody listening on the chat hasn't played it, it's a blast. It's like those old arcade games from Sega. Really fun.
Yes, I agree with
Virtual
that.
Racing.
yep.
So anyway, they're all available in Game Pass if anyone wants to jump in, have a good time.
Yeah.
Anyway, over to you.
Cerebral Paul, have you finished eating, or shall I give you a bit longer?
No, I can wait.
Okay. Removable. Thanks for coming on, and where can we find you?
In the bushes.
Thank you again. Yes, thank you again for inviting me on. I always appreciate people who even remotely take their time to listen to what I say. You can find me on. You can find me as Removal Sanity on a variety of platforms. So you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Minds.com, and obviously Xbox Live under the name Removal Sanity. That's it.
Obviously, you should be pushing people to your latest review. Tell them about your latest review. You should be
Oh
pushing that.
God! Do you know? I feel I'm not very good at. I'm starting to realise this. I'm very bad when it comes to publicising myself.
Say I've got a great review on my. You need to check out my latest video. You should be saying.
I do have a review on my YouTube channel. I do try to. I'm obviously not as good as indie, but I do try to provide indie game promotion and awareness. And I have another indie game at the moment that's on my channel called Endurance. So feel free, if you are looking for a game, feel free to have a look at that and have a check it out. And hopefully, you've just reminded me, Stubbs, hopefully, if all goes well, I should be joining UK Dadris on his podcast. I think it's March 13th.
Yes, I think it is. Because I didn't go on because I wasn't sure if we're still being the Halo tournament or not, or whether we've been booted out by that point. So I wasn't sure what time it was on or anything. So I declined. So because I went with the Halo tournament because the times haven't been sorted yet, so I wasn't sure. So
Do you know that's bloody hard to organise? That is.
I know. Well, I'm not organising it, but by the sounds of it, it really is hard to get hold of everybody.
It's because we've had like 2 people agreeing to in the same team that didn't realise they were both.
Oh,
set up
really?
teams.
Okay.
We've had
Oh,
quite a lot of people say that they've got no players, and then when I've got a load of solo players, I think we've filled it all out, but we only needed 6, and I've got 12 players
okay.
in a queue.
Is
It's just like
anybody
people waiting.
Yeah, waiting to come in to jump in the solo slots to make up the teams of 4.
Yeah.
I've messaged a couple of podcasts, but they take like days to reply.
Oh, do they?
was
Okay.
anybody joining from Australia for the game? Those competitions.
I don't know.
You don't want to be the ping rate. They might as well not bother.
Yes.
But the thing is, to make it even, the what do you call it? One team's going to be hosting the game, so they'll be running off, say, for example, EU servers, and then the other team will be playing. Look, I think it's 10 matches or 5 matches. Then we switch over, so the other team hosts in their territory, so it's even all around then.
Fair enough.
Yes, that's a good idea.
It's just not fair when one team has like a ping of 25 and another has like a ping of 300.
The beast Brandon, the beast Brandon Lee's here.
Is he?
You don't want to know what you don't want to know what he DM'd me about, Tushi. He offered to take over my gamer tag for you for the community game night, so you wouldn't know.
Deal.
Yeah, good lad. But no, Ruval, do not discount yourself. You provide very good. You said you were not as good as Indy, and you are a very good reviewer. Don't discount yourself. You are a very good content creator in the indie games field. So don't put yourself down. You do good quality.
I just try my best and hope that it does make a difference. That's the best I can do. You know me. I'm not one for self approval. I get a little bit unnerved in that sort of thing, so I'm never very good at it. I just try my best.
Yeah, you do a good job, you do. At least when you say you can do a review, you do a review. I procrastinate. I say in BG4G I'm going to do a review in December. It's now February and I've still not done it.
Well, I think for me it helps that I'm speaking directly in some cases to the developers or the publishers directly, and so for me, I feel like it's not. I have to. It's a professionality. It's courtesy. I want to make sure that I do the best job I can, not only to the developers and the publishers themselves. Make sure that I'm trustworthy, but also to the viewers that I hope that are watching. It's one of those things. It's just me. I want to keep this a good professionality about it, regardless. And in some cases, it's bit me in the backside because I've agreed something and then realised that it's going to be a pain in the ass, or things have happened and I'm just like, well, I'm going to have to do it now. It's just I've made a promise and I keep my promise. So
it's good. It's good content. It is. Yes, and more people should check you out. Thanks for coming on, Cerebral, Paul. Have you finished your McDonald's yet? And please tell everyone where they can find you.
He's on mute.
he's still eating.
He's talking.
You can find Cerebral Paul at www.outsidepotty.com.
Mute your mic. Can't hear him. What's going on?
I think you've plugged yourself, Paul. Hang on, he's turning. Oh, there we go. So is it working?
I know what it is. Maybe he's getting interference from the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Can you hear?
Can you Yay! There he
you
is.
go. Hello.
I don't know what happened. It that I was muted and I wasn't. It never lost power. No, whatever. That means you didn't hear my remarks, so you're probably lucky that way. Oh yeah, when Removable there was saying he's not good at that he should. You told him he shouldn't put himself down. I said that's my job. So
exactly.
So anyway, you can find me at Twitter at CerebralPaul1, Twitch at CerebralPaul. You can find me here every Wednesday, and you can find me on the Flemish Experience every Sunday when I remember when it is. No, for me, it's relatively early. It's 1 p.m. and I have to I have to set myself a reminder that I have to be ready that early. And that's about it for me for now. And of course, if you ever want, and you can find me on Xbox CerebralPaul921. And if you ever want to, if anybody wants to help me finish off the last boss in New York, I would much appreciate it for Division 2. Then I can get back to DC.
One other aspect, Paul. Just that are you being nominated as well, aren't you, on Xbox as an ambassador? Is that correct? Or your name is on a list? Is that still going on?
Well, they had trouble with the form, so as soon as the form is fixed, I'll let you guys know. So
please do.
But yeah, it was for Xbox MVP for Xbox. So yeah, for all the, I guess, I mean, I now you got me still promoting myself in an embarrassing way. Look.
See, look, if I've got to go through it, so do you.
Yeah, but this is kind of really self-serving. Okay, this is
not really. No, I think it's it's a worthy cause, and it's a worthy person.
Yeah, the idea is for the MVPs is for people who make a difference in the Xbox community, on large. And personally, I think with my bringing attention to the disabled thing and actually bringing more disabled gamers into the Xbox world, I think that's something that should be. I'm proud of it. Hopefully, other people notice it. That I'm I've got a thing.
No.
It's
I
my
think
brand.
you do.
Yeah.
You bring a lot of attention to. I wouldn't say an unknown topic, but a topic that sometimes is missed. I do agree with you in that. It's definitely something that should be spoken about more. And if it means, in a way, pushing you into the MVP, so that can be pushed out more and it's seen more, so be it. In my opinion.
Because I do know that I get messages every once in a while from disabled people that are very appreciative that I have a voice that they have been unable to have. So, for whatever reason, be it shyness and, that I definitely don't have trouble talking, as people may notice, or standing up for myself or telling people exactly what I think. So
and I think
that's true.
It's a good thing. And
Stubbs go, that's true. Yeah, you should see our DMs. Oh, he's so yeah.
No,
that's that.
Yeah, definitely, your voice does need to be amplified. I think that's just my personal opinion.
So, but like I said, right now the MVP application, and if you do a search for Xbox MVP, you'll come up to the forum. But I believe it's not working still. If you don't get we've received your thing, then it's still not working. And by the way, you don't just have to. It's not just about nominating me. If there's another person that you'd like to nominate that you think is doing a great job, do so. Because a lot of people appreciate that stuff. So and I will be getting my top 100 poster for being an Xbox ambassador someday soon here. Hopefully tomorrow, actually. Some people may have seen them on different feeds. It's for those of us who have been in the program for a while, and they used to do a top 100 list. They don't do it anymore, but they're still celebrating the fact that a lot of us put in the time. So if you see that across your timeline, just congratulate them because they've worked hard to get there. Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's good to hear. So obviously, when the link's working again, let us all know, and we'll post it on Twitter because I did fill the form out, but I think it was I mentioned to you that I filled the form out.
Yeah, you're the one that because of you that they looked into it actually because you mentioned it to me, I mentioned it to them, and they went, "Oh crap, it's broken. I still haven't gotten feedback that it's been fixed yet. So
Okay,
I
fair.
couldn't-
What it is, there must have been a huge wave that's just tried to hit
that's
him.
what it
It's
was,
too
yeah.
much.
It was all for Paul.
yeah, yeah.
The big wave. It broke the site.
Yep.
But anyway, thanks for coming on, Paul. I appreciate it. And there might be a Burger King background next time.
Who
You never
knows?
know.
You know, I could go Texas and do Whataburger. You know,
A what?
And
a what? A Whataburger. If you've never had Whataburger, you haven't had a good burger. Okay, I'm just saying.
We're in the UK, so that's going to be pretty much
No,
guaranteed.
I've had burgers in the UK. That stuff is nasty. I don't know what the hell you guys are. Wow. I had a McDonald's burger over there, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" I mean, even good God, what are you guys feeding your cows over there? Then I remembered that I had to explain to them that I hadn't been in a field when I stayed over there. So, yeah, I think I got one of the ones that had the hoof and mouth disease. Apparently.
It's still edible though.
Isn't that what?
welcome.
That's what the English say about all their food. It's not great, but it's edible. Yeah, it's
It's fine. It'll go down the hole.
Right, and thanks everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Elk Dude, at the end. Appreciate that. And we will see you all next week.
Ta-ta.
See you
Well,
guys.
Mhm.